feel. All right, so we are gonna come to the very front of the mat or the front of the space, or, you know, just orient yourself in space. Feet hip distance apart, so that's about 2 fish, so you can reach down and measure if you'd like. Hips, knees, toes all facing forward, shoulders forward, and then flip the palms to face forward as well, so towards the front side of the body. And then we're going to bring the shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Again, forward, up, back and down. So it's like we're moving in a square or a box shape. So shoulders come forward, up, back, and down. And when you go down, like really pressing the shoulders down to the floor or reaching the fingertips down to the floor, feeling a stretch through the tops of the shoulders, through the sides of the neck, and then press the fingers down, keep the shoulders down, pull the head and neck back into alignment. So maybe it feels a little awkward, but truthfully we're used to being like this or like this. So pulling back into alignment can feel really weird. Just find what feels comfortable, maybe a little uncomfortable for your body. And if you want help with this, with posture alignment, you can lean up against a wall and just press every part of the back side of your body against a wall and see how that feels. And then lengthen through the neck, through the top of the head. Keep the shoulders pressing down. Then we're going to inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Palms stay facing forward. Exhale, pull down. So cactus arms, creating that 90-degree angle with both arms. Press the elbows back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down. Press the elbows back. Again, inhale up. Exhale, pull down. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, pull down. This time, reach the arms out to the side and bring the palms together, but scoop. So we round through the spine. So we inhale up, pull down, reach the arms out, and scoop. So everything curves under. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down, reach the arms out, and scoop under. One more, up, pull, press out, and then hands together, tuck under and hold. And then from here, keep everything scooped under. Tuck the chin towards the chest, release the arms down, and slow roll down. One vertebrae at a time, coming all the way down, reaching the fingertips towards the floor. They don't have to touch the floor. Maybe you're at knees, maybe you're at shins. Coming to your edge. And then once you're there, just release the head. So let everything go. Soft bend in the knees. This is our first forward fold, so the hamstrings might be kind of tight. Then shake the head, yes. And no. Keep the knees bent. We'll come into a half lift, so hands to the shins, or if you're up, just finding that flat back position. Really reaching the top of the head forward. Exhale, fold. And then from here, right knee bend, so fingertips on the floor, straighten through the left leg, and then switch, left knee bend, straighten through the right. So we're just shifting side to side, shifting the weight. Maybe you feel the hip shift just slightly. Come to stillness. Straighten through both legs, half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold fingertips down, bend the knees, sit down. Inhale, straight. Bend the knees. Straighten through the legs, fold. Bend the knees, sit down. Straighten through the legs. Bend the knees. And straighten. So feel the weight when you straighten the legs shift towards the balls of the feet and the toes, so the weight isn't pressing through the heels, but more even through the feet, stretching through the backs of the legs, through the hamstrings. Good. One more. Bend the knees, hold down. Palms flat to the mat. Big step back with the right leg. Find your low lunge. One hand to either side of the front foot. And then slight shift forward and back. So we're really lifting the heel, rolling past the ball of the foot onto the tips of the toes, and then pressing the heel back to really stretch through the back side of the leg, through the calf, the Achilles, keeping the belly pulled in. And then Find alignment, so hips right at center. With control, slow lower back knee down to the floor, uncurl the toes. Walk the hands back alongside the hips and just rise up. Ooh, I'm like a shadow, but maybe you can still see me. Inhale, both arms up overhead. And then exhale, bend the left arm and pull the left elbow in towards the left hip. So bent arm on the same side as the bent leg, and then reach the left fingertips down to the floor and reach that right arm up and overhead and slightly reach back. It's like you're reaching towards the back corner of the room, rotating the top shoulder open, feeling a nice stretch all the way through right side body from hip all the way through to armpit, and see if you can rotate open just slightly, and then reach that right arm out to the side and back. Good. And then reach the arm overhead and around the body forward scoop over to the right side. So right fingertips down to the right side, reach the left arm up and over and push the left hips back over to the left side. And then same thing, open through the top arm, rotate, looking up towards the ceiling if you can, and then reach that arm up and out at a diagonal and reach back behind you, opening through the chest, through the heart. Bicep against the ear, arm overhead, nice big circle, swoop all the way forward, hands to either side of the front foot, curl the back toes under, straighten through the back leg, and then rise, crescent lunge. Stay nice and low, keep the back heel lifted, inhale, straighten through the front leg, and then exhale, bend the front knee, press the arms down out to the sides, inhale up, exhale down, inhale, rise, exhale, bend, inhale, reach, exhale, bend, reach, bend, reach, ooh, pressing through the heel, bend, reach, bend, hold. Bring the hands to heart center, hinge forward at the hips, soften to the back knee, step the back leg in halfway, and then lift the back leg up behind you. Balancing stick, variation of warrior 3, hands at heart center. And then reach the arms back alongside the body. So it's like you're reaching for the heel. Flex the foot of the right leg and see if you can drop the right hip down. Squeeze the buttocks, lift the leg just a little bit higher. Reach the top of the head forward. And then with control, we're gonna inhale, come all the way up. Don't let the toes land on the floor. And bend the right knee so it comes up to hip height. Hold. Bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, lift the rib cage. And then exhale, twist towards the right. Left hand to the outside of the knee and reach the right arm back. Find your balance, keep the foot flexed, just hold. And slow, gentle, come back to center, hands to heart center. Press the palms together, let the elbows lift, shoulders down, and just circle out that leg. First moving out. Keeping the knee up, finding your stability, and then switch directions. And then from here, come to stillness. Sink down into the left leg. Just bend through the knee and rise. Bend and rise. Squeeze at the top. It's like you're sitting back into a chair. Using just one leg, all on one leg. One more. Stay low, hold down, lower the right toes, reach the arms up, chair pose. Sit the hips back. Nice and low. Tucking the tailbone under just slightly. Biceps alongside the ears, shoulders down. And then from here, tiny pulses. The weight is mostly in the heels, so you can lift and wiggle all the toes. Good, hold. Lift the heels, so we're on the balls of the feet, bring the hands to heart center. And then with control, come all the way down, keep the knees squeezing together. And then once you're down, see if you can lift the hips up off the heels just an inch. And then open the knees out to the side, heels come together. Stay lifted. Bring the knees together. Fingertips down to the floor, straighten through both legs, forward fold. Step the feet to hip distance. Bring the peace fingers in either hand to the big toes. Inhale, half lift, straighten through the spine, reach the crown of the head forward, and then exhale, elbows open out to the sides, forward fold. Soften in the knees between you two. Belly presses against the thighs. Let the head be heavy. Maybe circles of the head, moving to the right, to the left. Inhale, half lift. Feel the shoulder blades pull away from the spine, and then exhale, fold. Top of the head down, using the elbows, the arms, to pull the crown of the head down toward the floor. Gently release fingers from toes. Inhale, half lift. I'm trapped in the hood. Fingertips down to the floor. Exhale, fold. Big step back with the left leg. And then just gentle movements back and forth, shifting front and back. Feel the muscles of the quadricep and the top of that leg engaged. Sort of shifting forward and back, just a few inches, rolling to the tips of the toes and then pressing the heel towards the back of the mat. Think about reaching for where the floor and the wall meet behind you. And then find your center. Drop the back knee, uncurl the toes. Walk the hands back alongside the hips. Right fingertips down to the floor on the right side, reaching the right arm up and overhead. Big stretch through the left side body. Press the hips forward, push the hips back over to the left. Rotate the top shoulder open, turning the gaze to look up. And then maybe taking that arm out at a diagonal and then reaching back towards the back corner of the room behind you. Big breath in, big breath out. The bicep alongside the ear. Swoop forward, come all the way over to the left side, left fingertips down, right arm up and overhead. This time pushing the hips back over to the right. Turn and rotate through the top shoulder, looking up towards the eye of the elbow, towards the ceiling. And then reach that arm out at a diagonal and back. Opening through the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Keep the hips pressing forward. Bicep alongside the ear. Scoop forward, come all the way down. Hands to either side of the front foot. Curl the back toes under, back leg lifts. And then with control, strong belly rise. Sitting down, crescent lunge, shoulders away from the ears, palms facing towards one another, biceps alongside the ears. Straighten through the front leg, inhale. Exhale down, pushing the arms down. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. See if you can keep the head and neck in alignment. So remember how we adjusted in the very beginning? See if you can pull back. So the head and the neck stay in a long line with the spine. Inhale up, exhale down, rise and lower, rise, lower, hold. Bring the hands to heart center. Hinge forward. Take half a step in with the back leg and then lift all the way up, balancing stick. Extending the leg behind you. Point the toes towards the floor. Flex the foot to press the heel straight back. See if you can drop the left hip down, squeeze the buttocks, lift the leg just a little higher, and then reach the arms back. Reaching the fingertips for the heel. Shoulders pull down away from the ears. Top of the head forward. Whew. Like on the very edge of the carpet here, so balancing is like, whoa, on this side. And with control, keep the toes above the floor, rise all the way up, reach the arms overhead, bring that knee to hip height, left leg bends. Flex the foot. Hands to heart center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist over to the left side. Right hand to the outside of the knee, twist. Maybe reaching that left hand behind you. Pick a point of focus. Keep breathing. And gently release, come back around. Hands to heart center. I'm gonna shift off the corner of the carpet because wow. And then rotating out of the leg. So keep the knee up. You can have the hand at the knee if that helps. Just let the leg swing out to the side and then switch directions. Hold, hands to heart center. Bend and straighten with the right leg. Half squat. All on one leg. Squeezing everything at the top. Woo! I don't know what we're gonna do today. Well, here we are. Squatting on one leg. You're welcome. One more hold. And then lower the left toes down, reach the arms up overhead, sit back into your chair, sink a little lower. Good, tiny little pulses, squat. See if you can move, lift and lower just a little bit more this time. Weight is in the heels, you can lift and wiggle all the toes. Arms out to the sides. Arms alongside the body, reaching behind you towards where the floor and the wall meet. And then hold, stay low. Reach the arms forward, turn the pinkies to face in, lift the heels. Stay nice and low. Keep the heels lifted, keep the belly pulled in, challenge your balance, hold. Squeeze the legs, the knees together, hold here. And then with control, lower, come all the way down, toes stand. Woo, shaky legs. Lift the hips up off the thighs or the heels, just an inch. Squeeze the legs together, bring the hands to heart center. Open the knees out to the sides. Stay lifted through the heels. And then release the fingertips down to the floor in front of you. Keep the knees open wide, keep the heels lifted, and then just walk the hands forward. I'm like off the screen here, hold on. There we go, walk the hands forward. But keep the hips lifted, keep the heels lifted. If this is too much for you, just come down to the floor, come onto your seat, that's okay. Stretching through the shoulders, through the upper back. See if you can let the chest and the shoulders come through the arms. And just let the forehead come down towards the floor. And then with control, walk the hands back in towards the feet and gently rock back onto your seat. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees open out to the sides, Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose. So for this, we're gonna grab underneath the feet and interlace the fingers, and then use the thumbs to open the feet, almost like a book. And then from here, straighten through the arms, lengthen through the spine. So when you straighten through the arms and you sit up long and tall, you're gonna feel pressure on the shoulders. Like the resistance with the hands at the feet is pulling the shoulders down. Inhale through the nose. And then as you exhale, hinge forward the flat back. So start to fold forward, bending at the elbows, bringing the elbows towards the thighs. You can open them out to the sides if that feels more comfortable. Maintain a flat back. Keep a nice long spine. We're going to inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, see if you can hinge just a little bit more. Not forcing the knees down, just letting them open out to the sides on their own. One more. Inhale through the nose. And then exhale, scoop the belly in, round the spine, release the forehead, down towards the floor, down towards the toes. Find your edge. Meet yourself where you're at today. Every day is different, right? So what we were able to do yesterday maybe looks a little different today. Doesn't mean anything about you. It's just good to have the awareness of what's happening in your body. Kind of let your body guide the way. Release the hands from the feet, and then just walk the hands forward, creating a stretch, soles of the feet together, feeling the inner thighs stretch. One more, big breath in through the nose. This time exhale out the mouth. And walk the hands back in towards the feet. Bring the soles of the feet down towards the floor and the knees together. And then scoot forward if you need a little more room. We're gonna bring the hands to the shins, and then inhale, lengthen. So use the hands against the legs, opening through the chest, through the shoulders, and then exhale, scoop the belly in, round back. So C curve at the back. Release the hands, reaching forward, turn the pinkies to face in. This is gonna help the shoulders come down. Tuck the chin in towards the chest just slightly, And then slow lower down. One vertebrae at a time. No rush. Come all the way down onto your back. Lose control. Then once your back reaches the mat, reach the arms overhead, extend the legs, nice and long, point through the toes, reach through the fingertips. Imagine like you're being pulled in opposite directions. Big stretch, reaching. And then release, relax. Bring the right knee in towards the chest. Interlacing the fingers in front of the shin, just hug the knee into the chest. Inhale. And then exhale, let the right knee come across the body over to the left side, extending the left arm, or the right arm, excuse me, out to the right. Let the palm rest on the floor, the palm can face up. Keep the shoulders down to the mat. And let the right leg, wherever it is, let the toes come down. So we're not hanging on, just relaxing into the twist. Tuning into the rhythm of your breath. Just noticing how it feels to breathe into your body. Nothing to do, nothing to change. Just being aware. And then gently come back to your center, extending both legs straight out along the mat. And then interlacing fingers in front of the left shin, hugging the left knee in towards the chest. Really pulling in, using the arms, inhale, and then exhale, bringing that left leg across the body over to the right side. Left arm extends out to the side, palm can press down or be open towards the sky, towards the ceiling. Keeping the shoulders down, maybe turning the head towards the extended left arm. Keeping the right leg nice and straight. Or not, or bend the leg if that feels good. Let the toes rest on the floor. No hanging on, just letting go. Starting to surrender, to relax, to release, to let your body start to settle into the mat, into the ground. One more breath. And then gently unwind, coming back, extending both legs straight out along the mat. Bring the hips, the feet to hip distance or maybe a little wider. Flex through the feet so the toes point up towards the ceiling. Let the arms come alongside the body. Roll the shoulders under so you feel the shoulders slide onto the back. And then feel the shoulders shift down away from the ears. Palms are facing up. Keep the feet flexed. And then relax the feet and let the toes roll out to the side. So let the feet and legs just roll open. See if you can take a big breath in. Fill the entire body and the belly with air. And then as you exhale, let the low back just sink down into the mat. Without lifting your head or your neck, tuck your chin in towards your chest. Create a little bit of length through the spine. And then release. And gently roll the head from side to side. Coming into center, finding your stability, your stillness, whenever you feel ready. Eyes are closed. Taking those long, slow breaths, maybe longer exhales than inhales. Letting the weight of your body just sink all the way down. Total surrender. Giving yourself full permission to rest, relax, to be still. Allowing yourself to breathe, to stay here as long as you'd like, as long as feels comfortable. No rush, nothing to do, nowhere to be. long as you'd like. If you're feeling ready, you can roll onto one side or the other. Taking one full breath. And then using the arms to come up and around to seated. Take your time to come back into the room, orient yourself back into space. That's it. Thank you for showing up. Thanks for following along. Thanks for playing the game. I hope that you have a rad day. And if you're not, see what you can do to turn it around.